Welcome back to your biology class once again. I hope, children, that hypertonic solution, isotonic solution and hypertonic solution is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next part of the cell, that is the cell wall. Here you can see a plant cell. You have already studied about the plasma membrane. What is the plasma membrane? The plasma membrane is the outermost covering of the cell. Okay, and plasma membrane is found in both the plant cell as well as the animal cell. But the cell wall is present only in the plant cell. The cell wall is not present in the animal cell. So that means there is an outer rigid covering along with the plasma membrane in a plant cell. Okay, so in a plant cell, the cell wall, as you can see here in the figure, the cell wall, this is the cell wall. Okay, and this orange, the one in orange, that is the plasma membrane. So in a plant cell, the cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. Okay, so that means in a plant cell there are two protective layers. Not only there is plasma membrane as a protective layer, there is also a cell wall. Okay, and this cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. Okay, what is cellulose? You have already studied about cellulose. Cellulose is a very complex substance, okay, and it provides structural strength to the plants. And why do the plants need a cell wall? Animal cells, I told you, animal cells, they have got only plasma membrane. They do not have a cell wall, but plant cells, they have got a cell wall because the reason is that unlike animals, plants cannot move. They are stationary. They cannot move from one place to another place. So that is why they have to withstand more climatic changes. Okay, to withstand the climatic changes and the surrounding of the environment, they need a cell wall, because the cell wall, it can withstand many changes in the surrounding medium. Okay, now if you put this cell wall, you can take a plant cell, any plant. Okay, you can take a plant cell and you put the plant cell inside a hypotonic solution. I hope, children, do you remember what is an hypotonic solution? Yesterday I told you a hypotonic solution is in which the medium has got more water, okay, than as compared to the cell. That means, so what will happen when the medium has got more water, the cell will, all the water will move from higher concentration to lower concentration. That means the cell will swell up. So this kind of solution is a hypotonic solution. So if you put this plant cell in a hypotonic solution, that means that the medium has got more water than this cell. So what will happen? I told you yesterday that the cell will start gaining water and it will start swelling up. Okay, and if you put any of the things like raisins or any other thing in the hypertonic solution, the cell will swell up and it will keep on swelling up like this, and a time will come that it may burst. But that is not the case with plant cell. If you put a plant cell in a hypotonic solution, even though it will gain water, it will swell up also, but it will not burst. What is the reason? See, the cell will swell and it will start creating pressure. Okay, it will start creating pressure on the cell wall, and that is why they have got a cell wall. This cell wall, what will it do? It will exert an equal pressure against the swollen cell. For example, if the cell has swollen like this, okay, now what is happening? It is swelling up. It is creating, it is going to burst. So now what will this cell wall do? The cell wall, since it has got another layer of cell wall around it, the cell wall will create another pressure from outside. Okay, so when it creates pressure from outside, what will happen? The cell will not burst. So this is what the function of a cell wall is. So the cell wall can stand very great pressures. Okay. And one more thing is there, that when this I told you about hypotonic solution. Now if a plant cell loses water, okay, through osmosis, this was when they have gained water. If a plant cell loses water through osmosis, what will happen? There will be shrinkage. It will shrink. है ना, सिकुड़ जाएगा. Okay, it will shrink. So when there is shrinkage or contraction of the content of the cell away from the cell wall, that means, see, there is a cell wall. There is a cell wall here. Okay, there is a cell wall, and if the cell is contracting, see, it has shrink. Okay, it has shrink. It is shrinking. So if the contraction of the contents of the cell is away from the cell wall, okay, this kind of procedure is known as plasmolysis. This is called as plasmolysis. This term is very important, children. It is given in your book. See, under the heading cell wall. Okay, when a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is shrinkage or contraction of the cell, and that is away from the cell wall. यानी cell wall के against में सिकुड़ जाता है. And what is this procedure called as? This procedure is called as plasmolysis. Clear, children? And only living cells. I told you about osmosis. What will do osmosis? What happens? The cells can absorb water. Okay, but only living cells can absorb water by osmosis. Dead cells cannot absorb water from osmosis. Okay, see, only living cells and not dead cells are able to absorb water by osmosis. Clear, children? So this is all about cell wall. Now let us come to the cytoplasm. Okay, I have told you about the cytoplasm also. You have learnt about cytoplasm in class 8th. What is it? The cytoplasm is the fluid content inside the plasma membrane. You have got the plasma membrane. This is the plasma membrane. Okay, and this is a animal cell. See, here there is only plasma membrane. There is no cell wall outside. Cell wall is present only in the plant cell. Okay, so what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is the fluid content which is present inside the cell. Okay, whatever fluid content is present inside the cell, that, or you can say inside the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane के अंदर जितना भी fluid content है, that is called as the cytoplasm. And this cytoplasm has got many organelles inside it. See, for example, in a plant cell, this is a vacuole. Okay, then you have got, this is a nucleus. Then you have got other organelles like the endoplasmic reticulum. It is surrounded here like this. Okay, there is endoplasmic reticulum. Then you have got ribosomes all around it. Then you have got lysosomes. So all these organelles are found in this cytoplasm. Okay, all these are found inside this cytoplasm. So again, whichever organelles are present inside the cytoplasm, about those organelles we will study in our next class. Clear, children? And please read the chapter thoroughly till wherever I am teaching you. So children, that's all for today. Take care of yourself and be safe. Thank you.